Me. Of course, James Gibson, head coach of the Wartburg Bulldogs currently. Good friend of mine. We went to school together. We're getting sound checks right now. Testing, check 1, 2. Sound good for me?
Okay, you ready for me? Check 1, check. Check 1, 2, 3.
You're blasting.
Check 1. Check.
How's that?
Is that better? Check 1, 2. Sipowitz.
Turn this down, but I need this up.
You need those buttons up?
We good?
Okay, you're really loud.
Yeah, I am. Stay right there.
Check 1.
Give me your loud voice.
I'm Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. This is, gotcha. Okay. So. Kingston has played Harriman 85 times. Well, that makes sense. Kingston's played Rockwood 80 times. Again, that makes sense. It's the same county and a short distance away. Kingston has played one other school out of Roane County more than 61 times. That school is Loudon. They played 80 games against each other. It's almost Kingston's most common opponent, and it's 20 miles away. But there's another connection that makes this matchup special, and that's Jim Hoot Gibson. Gibson helped lead Loudon to a state title as a defensive coordinator in 1974 and 75. He led the Yellow Jackets to a state title appearance in 81 as the head coach. Both communities loved and respected Coach Hoot. Upon his passing in January of 2005, the Kingston-Loudon rivalry became the Jim Hoot Gibson Memorial Bowl. The winner gets to keep a trophy for the year before putting it back on the line the next time. The Redskins have claimed it 9 times since then. The Yellow Jackets 4, and one of those was a season ago. Our game tonight doesn't feature region implications since Loudon was bumped up to 4A a couple seasons ago, but rest assured that community bragging rights and some hardware honoring a highly respected coach are up for grabs. Who takes the trophy this year? We'll find out in our OEB Law Game of the Week. Day or night, 24/7. Someone will be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit the website full of helpful information. That is recintoacheck.com. That's OEB Law. I'm Aaron Harvey. There's no green eggs and ham or Sam I Am, but we're going to tell you what we saw on Mulberry Street with Dan the Man Shoemaker. Loudon High School, located on Mulberry Street, if you were wondering why the Seuss got loose there for a second. And I'll tell you what I think we're going to see, which is a hard-nosed, old-school football game that relies entirely on the ground game.
Oh, the places we will go for a good football game. This is our first trip to Loudon.
Yeah.
Am I correct, guys?
Yeah, it is.
And like the old school Dr. Seuss books that I read as a kid, like Hop on Pop and the Lorax, these two teams will play some old school football tonight. I think the over-under on total passes tonight for either team might be 12.5. The under is probably a pretty safe bet, Aaron.
It probably is. Hop on Pop. Just want to say on a personal note, one of my favorite books ever, especially as a kid. Just love that one. So, Coach Shoemaker, we'll tell you about what's happening in the area and preview our game a little later, so stick around for that. We are at Loudon. Kingston's in town. It is senior night, as you can see on your screen, so an emotional night for the Redskins of Loudon as well. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough. As a police chief, I spent my entire career serving and protecting our community. With threats to our Tennessee values growing, I'm running for state representative to ensure all our kids are protected and have opportunities with great schools and high-paying jobs. Anderson County is the best place in the country to raise a family. Please join my effort to keep it that way and defend our conservative values. Election Day is November 5th, and I would appreciate your vote.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. So in Rivalry Thursday last night, it was red versus maroon as Maryville battled the Bulldogs of Bearden. I can understand why Mark Packer and crew chose this game to feature, as Bearden pulled off a 21-20 win in overtime last season. This year was different, though.
Yes, sir.
Folks, Maryville might be back. The Rebels ran away with this one, 62-28. That said, they had some help from friendly fire, which increased the margin of victory.
Yeah, the first quarter especially was a tale of turnovers. Bearden was struggling with ball security, and every time they put the ball on the ground, Maryville grabbed it, were able to convert that into points. Maryville's offense was clicking on all cylinders, kind of like thing one and thing two. They were running and throwing the ball all over the field like a well-oiled machine. Maryville may be back.
It's a Seussical here. Maryville and Bearden, two of the premier teams in the Knoxville area. I'd argue there are two others, maybe three, because Powell could be in that conversation again. But the other two are playing tonight, and that's Alcoa and West. Let me just give you the scores from the last 5 meetings, okay? 21-19 Alcoa, 22-13 West, 21-20 Alcoa, 29-26 West, and 24-7 Alcoa. So the Tornadoes finally won in convincing fashion a year ago, but before that, the average margin of victory for the victor was less than 4 points. Alcoa was the only team to beat the Rebels last year, and both teams were crowned state champs in their respective classifications. I expect the first repeat winner in 5 tries tonight, but it wouldn't shock me to see West get the dub.
No, you're right, Aaron. I think this one is a toss-up as well. Last year was a 17-point win for the Tornadoes, but this one is going to be a lot closer. Would not be surprised if we don't see an overtime game for this one, because we had one a couple years ago. That'd be like the 21 and the 22 games where you had such a hard-fought, tight ball game there to the very end. In those evenly matched type games, I tend to think special teams may be the difference. Who can ever win the kicking game will have the advantage in this one. Rogers for West has 38 points from the kicker position, while Tyson from Alcoa has 21. Rogers also has 11 touchbacks this year already. So in a close one, the kicking game is going to give you the advantage, and it may be in West's advantage tonight.
Press the kicking game, for this is where the breaks are made, says General Neeland. Oak Ridge started off with 2 losses, but since then has won 3 straight by an average final score of 38-9. Tonight at Blankenship Field, the Wildcats welcome the Bobcats from Knox Central. Central's kind of tough to get a read on. In their wins, they've won big. In their losses, they've lost big. All they have to do to buck that trend is be in a close game tonight, win or lose. It's a team that won back-to-back titles in 2018 and 2019, but hasn't had more than 6 wins in the regular season since then. If Oak Ridge shows up and plays to its potential, I think they can win going away. If not, either cat can end up in the hat.
Cat in the hat, absolutely. Oak Ridge played a tough game last week against Clinton. It was close for a half. The only thing I can find fault with is the number of penalties that Oak Ridge had. And I mean big penalties. Teams who are wanting to make that run in the postseason need to get that squared away. I'm pretty sure Coach Rang will get the Wildcats dialed back in this week. But, you know, they've got to focus and they've got to take care of their business, or, you know, it's going to be a struggle for them tonight.
It certainly will. Senior night taking place on the field here. Kingston's in town at Loudon, and anticipating a great matchup tonight. Very first time BBB TV has ever been to Loudon to do a football game. So that's the second place we've been for the first time this year, because we were at Wartburg on a Thursday to start the season, and that was the Hoot Bowl. They call it the first and last Hoot Bowl. So we went out of our way to get to the games honoring Coach Jim Hoot Gibson.
Yes, sir.
And so happy to be a part of that and get some firsts for this television station. But like I said, we've got Loudon, we've got Kingston, and we will preview that game a little bit later. But first, we'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on when we get back. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
The game
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually from over 700,000 patients who receive hope and healing. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. It means completing more than 400,000 appointments for wellness and primary care, and serving 107,000 heart patients, along with those who their hearts beat for. It means providing 24,000 cancer patients with life-saving treatments and welcoming 8,000 babies into the world each year. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back at Loudon High School on Mulberry Street, for real. Two players having monstrous years running the football will meet tonight when Harriman travels to Tellico Plains. Grayson Christ for the Blue Devils is putting up Heisman numbers at this point. But you wouldn't believe it, Ryan Schaefer for the Bears is doing the same thing. Two of the leading rushers in all of Tennessee will be on the same field tonight. Though Harriman has a better record at 5-1, Tellico's schedule has been more difficult. I think the Bears get the best of the boys in blue, but it must be noted that their starting quarterback suffered a season-ending injury 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Christ has had just an amazing season for Harriman. He's leading East Tennessee in rushing yards and in touchdowns. But Schaefer is having that same kind of season down at Tellico Plains, and he's putting up some monster numbers as well. I think the competition for Tellico Plains has been stronger to this point in the season, and I think that will give them an advantage tonight. They've been tested more so than the Blue Devils of Harriman.
So we are about to hear our national anthem performed by...
Heavenly Father, we come to you in prayer tonight over both of these teams and hope that there are no injuries and that everyone plays fair. We also want to pray over all the families who have been hit by the recent storms and all the emergency responders and all who have been there to help with some type of restoration. God, you are the one who can restore anything that anyone needs. Amen.
cannon fire.
Yes, sir. Naval ROTC.
You told us a story about that.
I have, yes.
A couple weeks ago. And I'll let you reiterate that a little bit later if we get some free time. But we were talking about Ryan Schaefer, Grayson Christ meeting on the field tonight when Harriman plays Tellico Plains. Schaefer had over 300 yards rushing in a win over Sequoia earlier in the year. That is amazing.
Those are phenomenal numbers.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. Moving on, the Bulldogs of Wartburg running out of games if they want to try to make the postseason. Jim Hoot Gibson's grandson, James, would like to extend the season past 10, but that will be about impossible without a win tonight against Polk County. Them Wildcats already have 2 big region wins, so they'd have to be the favorite tonight, I think. It is at Wartburg, though, which is worth noting.
Yeah, it's homecoming week at Wartburg, Spirit Week, Powder Puff Games, Homecoming Olympics. You remember those things, Eric?
Oh, yeah.
And all those things are a bit of a distraction for your team. I'm sure that Coach Gibson and his staff are trying to keep those kids grounded, but, you know, that's never really easy. Polk County, on the other hand, will come in and they're going to run the ball. They're averaging 20 points per game against some pretty stiff competition. To boot, this is a district game, so I suspect Polk County will come out, handle their business at Wartburg tonight.
Clinton will be at Anderson County tonight. We got to see those 2 teams last week. AC is AC. Clinton is working to get it figured out. I think the Mavericks should feel pretty confident with a home game against the school just down the road.
Yeah, we saw a really strong AC team on Saturday dismantle a pretty good, what I thought was a pretty good Carter team. Some very talented athletes. We saw Clinton play close with Oak Ridge for a half. And to add a little mystic to the matchup, the Mavs are playing at home with what they call the greatest show on turf. I'm afraid that the Maverick Stadium mojo will be too strong for the Dragons tonight. My sister-in-law hates it when I say this because she's a Clinton fan, by the way. I think the Mavericks get it done in a big way tonight.
Oh, man. So you got some family involved in that prediction.
Yeah.
Well, you want to keep the family happy. We are winding down, getting closer to kickoff here at Loudon. Senior night's already taken place. All the players, the dancers, cheerleaders, band members, all the seniors came out onto the field and were honored. And then we've already done the national anthem. So, yeah, time is just a scooting. So we are almost there. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we will preview our matchup tonight between Loudon and Kingston. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 2025 Ford Explorer 4x4 Active, $46,529. 24 Ford Big Bend Bronco 4-door, $40,949. 24 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 STX, $46,214.
Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
This ain't the same Kingston team that beat Loudon a year ago, and the Redskins know that. That doesn't mean this game is going to be easy, though. I mean, it's a rivalry game. When are those ever easy? But it's a rivalry game with a trophy that passes to the winner, and Kingston won't want to give it up. The Redskins are undefeated, though, and they played up in competition thanks to their 4A classification. A win tonight puts Jeff Herrig's team at 7-0 for the first time since 2021. The Yellow Jackets have spent the season rallying behind new leaders as the backups from seasons past have become the veterans, but they'll cement themselves into Kingston lore with big performances tonight. Who will win the annual Jim Hoot Memorial Game? We'll find out shortly on our OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey with Dan Shoemaker. Coach, Loudon's going to run the football. Starting running back Levi Russell will get the bulk of the carries, but Bronson Scrivener can also rack up some yards from the quarterback position. Less than half of their yards come through the air, but they can do it if they need to. A team that can control the clock and wear down your defense is difficult enough to go against, but if the Redskins get you to load the box, they can make you pay.
Yeah, Loudon is a team that will establish the run. They take great pride in being able to do that. Their offensive line has 3 seniors, 2 juniors, and they are led by senior center DeMarcus Hampton. Now, like you said, you can go over the top. They can go over the top when you get too heavy in the box. When Kingston loads that 8th man down in the box, watch out for Eli Kelso. He has 16 receptions this year and is averaging over 12 yards a catch.
You know, Kingston's going to run the football to set up the run. Once they get that run game established, they'll throw in some run. If you aren't careful, they'll trick you by running it when you least expect it. These are jokes, but only barely, because the Yellow Jackets have run the football exceptionally well under Brian Pankey, and they try to do that with 2 or 3 guys every year. This time around, Carcel Whitehead gets the most carries, and he can straight make a defense look silly in the open field. Tayshawn Hamilton, also very talented, but Loudon is giving up less than 9 points per game, so they'll have their work cut out for them.
I think you'll see Kingston come out and try to do what they do. You know, coaches don't really change much from week to week. They'll make adjustments, but they're going to try to do what they feel comfortable doing. And as you said, Coach Pankey wants to carry the rock. That's the best way to control the clock, to control the flow of the game, and to keep your opponent's offense off the field. Kingston does have that great 1-2 punch with Whitehead and Hamilton. Their offensive line has gotten better each week. The question is, will they have enough steam to move the defense of the Redskins?
This will look more like an old school football game, and with that you start looking at the fundamentals of football. Control the line of scrimmage, control the clock, don't turn the ball over, don't commit penalties, stay on schedule, focus on field position. It feels like to me that even though those things matter every game, they matter even more in a game like this.
They really do, because of the fundamentals. I think also in a game like this, special teams, specifically kick coverage, is going to be huge tonight. Mistakes in special teams can change the momentum so quickly. We saw that last week at Anderson County. Your quote of General Neyland's maxim number 6, press the kicking game, here is where the breaks are made, is especially important tonight. I think special teams will be a big part of this tonight.
So, all that being said, we're about to get to the coin toss, so we'll figure that out. But before we do that, before we see that, we need to do something that we do every game. And by the way, I'm so glad that we could add this in here. It's a really, really cool feature. And I'm actually I love seeing that little caricature of you every week. Like, that's got to make you feel special. I know it would make me feel special.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm very impressed every time it pops up. Except when it was on the big screen at Anderson County.
Oh yeah,
that was a little scary.
So, coin toss about to take place right now. And you weren't here on the Friday the 13th, but Brad had you in a Jason mask.
Yes.
I don't know. It was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was really, really nice. Yeah, looks like we're going to toss that coin.
What is that, a giant penny?
It's something.
Kingston won. And they say, give us the football to start the game.
They want to start out on offense.
Is that surprising to you?
No, it really doesn't.
All right, so on to the do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts for Kingston. I think Kingston needs to establish the run early and stay on schedule. I think also they need to contain the running game of Loudon and try to make them one-dimensional and very predictable. Then for Loudon, I think it's real simple. Get Kingston in 3rd and long. They don't like that. And then also on offense, establish that offensive rhythm. Keep Kingston guessing on defense. And I think, very old school kind of game plan tonight for both sides.
So Loudon and Kingston going with signs not towards the opponent, but instead toward cancer, as October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's something really cool.
There goes the cannon again.
Yeah, I don't know how well that comes through on the television set, but just know a bomb's not going off or anything like that. It's just every time Loudon scores, right? Is that what you said?
They score when they kick off. They may even do it on interceptions and big plays. I don't know.
So
when we played them the last time here, they were firing it all night.
So the first time I heard that, which was just about 15 minutes ago, I just looking around and people jumped. I was one of those people. I was like, whoa, what was that? Turns out it was a cannon.
Yes.
Of course, which pays homage to Fort Loudon.
Right. Well, the Naval ROTC guys are running that, so I think it's actually a naval gun.
Nice.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to go look. But the Naval ROTC guys run that, and that's such a cool thing.
It is.
I've always said once I retire, maybe I'll go do that for a high school team one of these days. But I'm busy with you guys, so.
Well, we're glad to keep you busy, and we hope that you enjoy it as well.
Oh, having a blast.
I met a mutual friend coach of ours, and we just talked for a little bit, and he said, boy, that's got to be fun.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, it is.
It really is. I mean, we see great football games.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about it.
And we're seeing going different places. I'd never been to Anderson County for a ball game before I started working with you guys. I'd never been to Powell.
Going to Powell was the first game that I did full time with BBB TV as we get set for kickoff. And this kick is going to be taken at the 20. And that's taken by Swicegood, gets up to about the 27, and that's where Kingston will have a Hammers 1st and 10. Kickoff sponsored by the local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville, reminding you that there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen.
Nice high pooch kick. Very little return right there. Great coverage getting down the field. Loudon was able to keep that one contained. Swicegood's quick. If he gets in the open field, he can get it down there.
True story. So Jacob Reeder in at quarterback. Hands off to Tayshawn Hamilton. Hamilton gets up to about the 31-yard line. Good pickup on first down of about 4 yards.
Yeah, on schedule. They ran a little jet sweep action and then brought the counter back inside. Good for 4 yards.
Makes it 2nd and 6. We're going to see a lot of this tonight. As we mentioned, both teams love running that football. So Reeder with a slot back to the right that he puts in motion. That's Swicegood.
He's got a gap.
Swicegood picks up 8, gets it to the 39, and that's enough to pick up the Hammers 1st and 10.
Nice little jet sweep action, got it out on the edge. Hamilton had the key block there, busting the edge out. It's nice when you see backs blocking for each other. I think that's a great team chemistry there.
Reeder sends a man in motion. Handoff goes to Hamilton. And he's wrapped up. They'll give him forward progress, say he lost. Looks to be a yard.
Yeah, that play got 4 yards when they ran it on first down last time. Loudon was waiting on it this time.
And you know, Coach, I don't see Carcel Whitehead.
I haven't either.
I do see him on the sidelines. He's standing next to Brian Pankey.
Okay.
But he's not in the game yet. So now they're going to run a wide receiver in motion for the handoff to Hamilton. And Hamilton's met in the backfield. Shakes the first tackler, not the second. Another loss of a yard will bring up 3rd and 13.
Yeah, Loudon at this point is really sold out to get that stopped right there. The defensive front, led by Isaiah Pierce there in the middle, really making some things happen inside.
So big 3rd down. When you are primarily a running team, you don't want to get into 3rd and longs, that's for sure.
No, and you notice Kingston now is 2 back. That's probably a max protect package. And we're going timeout maybe? Yeah.
So the Yellow Jackets are going to take a timeout. Timeout sponsored by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit pattersonsappliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week here. And Harvey Dan Shoemaker, pleased to be joined for the Coach Jim Hoot Gibson Memorial Game. Kingston with a 3rd and 12. I thought it was a 3rd and 13, but it is now that I'm looking at it, it's just a 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, just 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference, that 1 yard behind the chains. So split backs, as you noted, fakes it to Whitehead. We finally see him, and Reeder's pass is picked off. And making the tackle now. That pass intercepted by Seth Henley, and he returns it all the way up to the Kingston 41-yard line. That's where the Redskins will take over with the Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a big turnover right there.
See this Chuck Fleischman replay?
Pressure off the left side of the offense. He put the ball up and couldn't step into it because of the pressure. Ends up an interception.
And you can tell Reeder not very comfortable passing back there. Not asked to do that very much. And open field now for Levi Russell. Russell's got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. Pick up a 12 on the play.
If you watch on the replay, he gets down in the hole and gives it what we used to call the shake and bake. He gets right in here, and then right there, a little shake and bake.
Found a little hole to squeak through.
Yeah.
So the Hammers 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Scrivener in shotgun formation. He's looking to throw, and he's going to throw it to the corner of the end zone, or almost to the goal line. That pass is caught.
Wow, they cranked that one out. They were kind of man in the back end right there.
Xavier Deals.
Yeah, Swicegood on the coverage. But, they were in man coverage.
So Hammers 1st and goal from the 3. Scrivener. Pistol set. Handoff. Russell looking for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Loudon. Just like that with 8:22 left to go in the first quarter. Loudon gets an interception and promptly scores 4 plays later.
Yeah, that was a very efficient series. One, they had a short field because they got the ball at midfield, but they were able to move the ball down very quickly.
The extra point is up. It's good. So 3 minutes and 38 seconds have gone off the clock. Both teams have had a possession. Only one of those teams has scored. It's Loudon. They lead at 7-0 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey. Now pleased to be joined by Shelby Elrod.
Hi, I'm Shelby, and I'm here with the law offices of Ogler and Burrell.
And you're filling in again for Daddy Tim?
Yes, my dad is actually at the big Anderson County and Clinton game right now. He's a big Anderson County fan, and I obviously went to Anderson County, and it's so great that he was able to be in 2 places at once this week with me.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, filling in for old Dad?
I feel pretty good because, I grew up in high school, helping him with these games, so
right.
I feel like I've been to, so many different schools, and it's just so amazing to, give back to the community.
It is, and that's something OEB Law does so much, and we're very appreciative of that because we know what that means for these schools as we get set up for this kickoff. Loudon kicking off to Kingston, sponsored by the UA Local 102 out of Knoxville. And that's taken by Swicegood at the 15. Swicegood makes a cut up the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled. They'll give him the 27-yard line.
The intros were just so cool tonight. I love to see the cannon and stuff. That reminds me of how Anderson County comes in with their fireworks and stuff. I just love all these Tennessee schools really stepping it up.
Yeah, and that's something that's unique to Loudon. As far as I know, I've never been anywhere else that fires a cannon when something good happens for the team. So it startles you the first time you heard. Did you jump the first time you heard it?
I didn't, but that might be because I was raised with a whole fireworks show going off.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Anderson County does that. So Carcel Whitehead on the carry. Looks like he's going to pick up 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 2. So you mentioned last time that you were on with us that you are a PR major
Yes,
at
I
UT.
am.
So that's not really too far off, I guess, from something that you would have to do if you were going to work at OEB Law. Obviously not as an attorney, but getting out there and getting the message. Is that something you've got in mind for the future?
Oh my gosh, of course. Well, I grew up going to these games, and I know how creating an image works and stuff. So I felt like that kind of is why I picked the major I did, because advertising and image creating is such a big part of today's society. So
I had a friend that was a PR major. There's a lot of workload involved in that, a lot of writing.
Oh my gosh, yes, of course, and a lot of relaying information to the public and how to do so properly.
So, put you on the spot here. What information would you relay about OEB Law?
Oh, well, we just love to give back, and we really do care about everybody in the community, and just even giving the check to the dance team tonight, just seeing their faces and how that check can directly affect their education and their team and stuff is just so cool to see, directly handing it to somebody.
Right, and the website there, you see Hammers 1st and 10, ball gets up to about the 45-yard line on that carry. The website's so easy to remember, rackintoacheck.com.
Yes, it's so cool.
Yeah, talking about advertising, that's an advertising win.
Oh my gosh,
right there.
I grew up and people would come up to me and literally say the slogan and stuff because the commercials were just so memorable. I was so lucky to be involved in filming some of them.
Yeah,
when I was little.
Wow. You know what? You said you've come to games like this. You've done this. You've traveled around. Is this your first time at Loudon?
Actually, no. I actually have a few sorority sisters that actually went to school here, so it was really cool to see their stopping grounds a few months ago with them. But
oh, cool.
She was actually on the cheer team. Her name's Ava Nielsen, but obviously now she's moved on, but it's so cool to give back to something that was so important to her.
And that's a conversation starter. You can talk about that and say, hey, guess what? I was just there on Friday and gave a $1,000 check to your old school.
Oh my gosh, yes. When I told her I was doing this, it was just like just giving back to something that she was a part of was just so important to her too. She was so involved in the school with like cheer and dance and stuff like that, so she really appreciated it.
And this is a neat community too. That's one thing that I saw driving in. A really nice community.
Oh my gosh, yes. I have several friends that went here and like they're all now at UT and they keep that bond together and they're still like friends and everything. So. All
right. Well, any parting words for us?
Turn your rec into a check, I guess.
Recintoacheck.com is where you can find more information. Shelby Elrod for OEB Law. Thank you for joining us. So as we saw in that third down play, it was 3rd and 3. And Hamilton was stopped short, so Kingston's going to have to send out the punt team, and they'll do that with Ryan Neese. Here's the punt. It is a low, wobbly spiral. Takes a good Kingston bounce. And it will be downed at the 15-yard line. Good punt. So Loudon going to have to go a lot farther if they want to put points on the board this time around. You see on the Chuck Fleischman replay there. That kick was almost blocked. That looked like Sebastian Correa that almost got the block there. He was very fortunate to be able to move out of the way and not make contact with the punter. So Hammers 1st and 10 for the Redskins. We'll get Coach Dan back on with us. We'll talk about what he saw on Mulberry Street just a moment ago.
I don't see how that punt was not blocked.
Yeah, it was. And then when the punt wasn't blocked, how the person trying to block it, again, I thought that was Correa, didn't make contact with the punter, because that would have been a penalty.
Right, great body control right there.
For sure. So Scrivener couldn't find anyone downfield, so he had to take it himself and ended up with a couple yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
And Kingston right there for the pressure. Good coverage sack. Well, not a sack, but a good coverage pressure.
So Scrivener hands off to Russell. Russell hesitates before trying to get over the right guard and picks up another couple of yards. So that'll make it a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Kingston had that one well played, well contained. They handed the ball to Scrivener right there, and he's kind of trying to find a hole, trying to find a space to jump in, and man just didn't have one that time.
These last two possessions, the one Kingston had previously, and then they punted, and then what we see in Loudon right now, this is more how I expected the game to go.
Right, exactly.
These two possessions.
Exactly.
So now Scrivener, empty backfield, sends 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and a tight end there as an extra blocker. Scrivener under pressure, rolls to his left. He's going to let this one fly, and Swicegood is there, but wow. Look at that. Xavier Deals.
Yes, he was open early. I mean, wide open, but the pressure got there, moved Scrivener off the spot. But look at this.
Swicegood, he's in good position. He just overran the coverage.
Yeah, he was out of phase, and he was trying to, run to get back in phase, and just, it's timing. Call those 50-50 balls a lot of times. You put it up and hope your guy, gets it.
Great play by Deals. And that sets up the Hammers 1st and 10 at the Kingston 37-yard line. Scrivener, quarterback keeper all the way, goes to his right. He's got the 1st down and more.
We got a holding call.
He's not got the 1st down and more.
He had the 1st down and more. About the 29. There it is.
And that's exactly what it is. So if that's at the 29 and it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, I would think this would make a Hammers 1st and 12. What do you say?
I'd say your math is pretty good. Because they've already got the box over that way. There it is, yeah.
It is. It will bring up a Hammers 1st and 12. And see, you agreed with me, and you were a science teacher.
I was, for a short time. Actually, for a long time, 19 years.
Did you get into chemistry at all?
I did, actually, yeah.
There's a lot of math involved in chemistry.
I did a lot of prep work to get kids ready for chemistry as far as periodic tables and valence electrons and how reactions are formed and all that mess.
Yeah. Hammers 1st and 12, Scrivener.
Ooh.
Just a quick out route, and this is Deals again, and Deals has the Hammers 1st and 10 up to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, he's got some, once he gets the ball in his hands, he's quick.
And what's the deal with Deals?
I'm telling you. I was expecting Kelso to have more catches tonight.
Yeah. So Scrivener with Russell lining up right behind him. And he will use his tailback as a lead blocker and get up to about the 19 for pickup of 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. That's just old school football right there. Little power play. We're trying to get a hat on a hat and follow that blocking back up inside.
See the Chuck Fleischman replay. Scrivener, empty set again, tight end lined up to the left. And Scrivener going to keep it up the middle. He is the 2nd leading rusher on this team behind Russell.
Yeah, it looks like Loudon's trying to lighten the box there and make Kingston play with 6 or 5 in the box. They get a little counter tray action, pull him back to the right, and getting positive yards.
Pickup of 5 makes it 3rd and 1. It's Loudon threatening again.
Same play to the other side.
Yeah, and Scrivener gets into that 2nd level, still on his feet, reaches for the goal line. They're going to mark him short.
I thought he had it.
About half a yard short. Hammers 1st and goal. There you saw the great Chuck Fleischman replay there. And the first quarter's over. Imagine that.
That was quick.
Running teams, they move that clock along. So after 1 quarter, it is Loudon up 7-0, but they are at the half-yard line, and that's where they'll have it when we begin the 2nd quarter of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. you have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for this second quarter. I can give you some scores of interest. Dobbins-Bennett leads Elizabethton 7-0. Alcoa up on West 7-0. Farragut and Bradley Central tied at 7.
Okay. They had 7 o'clock kickoffs as well, I guess.
So this time, going to bring a fullback into the game. And that's going to be Charles Thomas. And Russell is walking into the end zone. He's able to score 6 points upright. Touchdown, Loudon. Whew, that got me again.
There's the cannon.
On to attempt the extra point is Kieran Prue. Snap, set, kicks on the way. That kick is good. Loudon with 11:57 left to go in the first half. Redskins lead at 14-0 over rival Kingston on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, getting set for kickoff. Already in this game, Loudon leads it 14-0. We've already gone through one quarter, though.
Yeah, it's been a quick first quarter as well. 3 seconds into this second quarter. Loudon offense has been pretty focused, pretty successful tonight. They've thrown the ball more than I thought they would, but that's probably because Kingston is loading the box, trying to shut the run down.
So Isaiah Pierce getting ready to kick this one off, sponsored by the UA Local 102 out of Knoxville. Go to ualocal102.org for more information. It's a high spinner, and it will be taken at about the 16-yard line. And
he's got a gap.
Yes, space for Tyson McAmis. Ball pops free but goes out of bounds. So Kingston will retain possession across the 40 at about the 43-yard line.
That was a nice return. Nice return.
And McAmis's shoulder pad got messed up, and a Loudon player actually helped him fix it.
Helped him fix it.
So that's nice to see.
Yeah.
Chuck Fleischman replay.
Grabbed him up around the head. Yeah.
Coach about got taken out. That play had a little bit of everything.
Sure did.
Handoff this time goes to Whitehead. Whitehead is brought down at about the 44. Pickup of 1 will make it 2nd and 9.
Not much. Not much. He starts inside and is trying to run counter back to the left side. Loudon is just owning the line of scrimmage right now. They're playing really tough on the line of scrimmage.
Man in motion is Swicegood. He gets the carry on a jet sweep. Whitehead as the lead blocker.
That's not a bad gain. You want 3-4 yards a pop when you're running like Coach Spanky likes to run. But a lot of red jerseys running to the ball right there.
Yeah, pickup of 3 makes it a 3rd and 5. So Jacob Reeder brings his team back up to the line. 2 wideouts to the left. Fakes the handoff, and Reeder actually doesn't fake the handoff, gives it to Whitehead. Whitehead's got the first down.
Wow.
And he's up to the 41-yard line, 42-yard line. They'll mark it on one of them.
They slow play that handoff where Reeder's looking inside.
And that fooled the Loudon defense.
It really did.
It fooled me.
Yeah. And so here he goes. Good first down, or good play for first down.
Man, Reeder held on to that football. He put it in, he took it out, he put it back in, he started to take it out, and then he left it in.
Yeah.
Talking about reading the defense.
It'll make you old as a coach watching that, though.
And this time Reeder is going to keep it, and he'll be stopped for a loss of 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
They roughed him up pretty good.
Yeah. I'm with some people in the press box here who are wondering.
Coach Panky ain't real happy about that either.
Yeah. And you'll see it on the Chuck Fleischman replay. There was a lot there that was unnecessary. It was a low snap.
Yeah, so I think he had to keep it.
Yeah, it messed up the timing of the play.
And so now we just slam him into the ground. And we stand there and watch that.
Yeah, stand over him like that. Official standing right there. So 2nd and 11, Reeder back to pass. Lets it go. It is complete. And that's going to be a first down. Looks like he gets it to Breadwell. Lanston Breadwell. That'll move the chains.
Another first down. Breadwell runs a little out route. They got to play action there. So the linebackers are all coming up for the play action. And then he runs the out route behind it.
Nice play by Kingston.
That should loosen the defense up a little bit if you can hit 2 or 3 of those.
This time Reeder's going to go under center. And Hamilton has the carry up the middle. He gets it to, they'll give him the 26, so pickup of 2 will make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that's a little quick hitter. Trying to see if we trap this or not. Yeah, we trapped that. Trap was slow. Woodley didn't quite get there, but they're trying to run that trap.
Reeder under center again.
There's
Handoff, Hamilton again. Hamilton breaks it, and he's up to the 10-yard line.
There's the trap.
So Kingston goes under center and gets the best run play they've had of the evening.
He saw Zion Ray pull right and get the trap block, and that was all the seed they needed.
So he did get the 10, which means it's 1st and goal. And here is Hamilton, changes directions, loses the football, able to get it back, but he's going to lose 4 yards on that.
Yeah, that was
So it'll be 2nd and 14, or goal from the 14.
Yeah, he got it jammed inside, so he bounced it out, and then the ball came out.
Probably looking at 4-down territory for the Yellow Jackets.
I would think.
Reeder back in shotgun formation, handoff. This goes to Whitehead. Whitehead gets it up to the 11. So 3rd and goal from the 11.
3rd and goal from the 11. You got 2 shots at it, so you don't have to get it into the end zone this time.
Actually, they're going to mark him at the 12, it looks like.
But you want to get at least half of your distance here.
And we've seen Whitehead sparingly. It makes me wonder if he doesn't have something tweaked.
He may be banged up a little bit. I was thinking the same thing.
So big 3rd down here from the 12-yard line. Reeder fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks toward the end zone, and boy, that was way off.
Yeah. It was fairly well covered, too.
So now Kingston's got a decision to make. See if they send on a field goal unit, and it looks like they are.
I think we are.
See on the Chuck Fleischman replay, it might have been that Reeder was just throwing that football away.
I think so.
So Ryan Neese on to attempt this field goal. It'll be from 30, right in middle of the field. Snap, set, kick, and just gets over the crossbar.
Just over the bar.
It's good. So Kingston answers, not with 7, but they are on the board. 6:09 left to go in the first half. It is Loudon 14, Kingston 3 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Kingston getting set to kick this one off.
You know, Kingston's going to get a little bit of momentum there. They had a little bit of offensive success. They were able to move down the field and produce points. So, you know, you got to take that positive.
Kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102, Plumbers Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. Reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. So Neese will kick this one off. And yeah, it's 7:35 p.m. and we are halfway through the second quarter.
This game is flying by.
And we may have jinxed it. Neese's kickoff. High spinner to the right. And it will go out of bounds. That's an illegal procedure penalty. And Loudon will get to choose if they want a re-kick.
They're going to take it on the 35, looks like. I always thought the 35 was great field position for kickoff. Yeah. Now, if I had a really, really good running back, you know, returner.
District Attorney General Russell Johnson wishes both teams successful and safe seasons and reminds all students, players, and their fans to display sportsmanship at every game. Russell Johnson of the 9th Judicial District.
Attorney General, yes, sir.
So Scrivener sends 3 to the left, 1 to the right.
Under pressure.
He is under pressure. He gets outside, though. He keeps it himself. Able to pick up some positive yardage, not much. We'll see where they mark it. They'll give him the 38, so he got 3 out of that. So again, Kingston's coverage was pretty good, but Scrivener still makes positive yardage.
You know, you've almost got to leave a linebacker around to spy him if you're not playing zone. If you're playing man, which Kingston was at that time.
Scrivener, handoff. Russell looks for running room. Doesn't find it. In fact, he's going to lose at least a yard. And that'll make it 3rd and long for Loudon.
Zion Ray on the tackle right there. Nice penetration by that whole defensive front.
Yeah, check flash and replay. You see it's a 4-man front. And they brought Hamilton from the linebacker spot. Although he was probably just playing the run.
He saw the down block in front of him, so he came up. But
So
3rd and long, you think it's a pass, Aaron?
I bet, if I had to guess, Scrivener in that empty set, 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. And he is back to pass, looks, got a man there, and that is caught. And he should have the first down.
I don't know.
That was Caden Ridings with the catch.
Look at the spot.
See, I felt like, and we'll see this on the Chuck Flash replay.
I thought he was up closer to the 45.
When he caught it, I felt like he established his forward momentum right there, and he was knocked backwards. He didn't run back himself. So I felt like he should have gotten forward progress, which would have given him a first down. But that's not how the officials saw it.
They didn't see it at all that way.
So that brings up 4th and 1. And Loudon looks as if they'll go for it here. Split backs in the backfield. Scrivener, quarterback keeper all the way.
And he's got a gap.
Yeah, he's got the Hammers 1st and 10. Into Kingston territory. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Correa. They went to the Wildcat there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they sure did. You can see it on their Chuck Flash replay.
There it is. Look at that push up front with that offensive line, man. They were locking on and moving, folks.
So the ball spotted at the 43-yard line of Kingston. And we've got like 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Scrivener, handoff Russell.
Oh,
hits the right side into the second level, makes a cut inside, and down inside the red zone. He'll have it at the 18-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10.
Kingston's a little tired right now. You can tell they're a little bit gassed. It's that little counter tray where they block down, bring the backside around. And, yeah, they ran that one hard.
So Loudon threatening again. Scrivener, quick out, pass complete to Kelso. His first completion of the game, and it's worth it. Touchdown, Loudon.
There's the cannon.
2:28 left to go in this first half. And Eli Kelso from 18 yards out.
He's averaging 12 yards a catch, and so that helped his average. You know, and Loudon gets the ball to start the second half.
He's averaging 12 yards a catch on the season, but interesting fact, he's actually averaging 18 a catch tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Average moving on up.
The extra point is up, and it gets through.
I don't know how. What's the hold on the replay? And it's it was a very unorthodox. High snap.
Kieran Prue. Ooh, it was a high. Ooh, wow. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Credit to Caden Ridings, but Loudon leads at 21-3 in the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough. As a police chief, I spent my entire career serving and protecting our community. With threats to our Tennessee values growing, I'm running for state representative to ensure all our kids are protected and have opportunities with great schools and high-paying jobs. Anderson County is the best place in the country to raise a family. Please join my effort to keep it that way and defend our conservative values. Election Day is November 5th, and I would appreciate your vote.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week here in Harvey. Dan Shoemaker. The Jim Hoot Memorial Game.
You know, that's really cool. That tells you the legacy that Coach Gibson had, not just in Wartburg, not just in Rockwood, not just in Kingston or Loudon, but in East Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know, he was quite an individual, and I love just to sit and talk with him. He was an old soul and would share all of those stories.
A principal, an educator. And this kickoff, the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union kickoff, goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Kingston will have a Hammers 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Yeah, Coach Gibson, He was my neighbor for a little bit, for 2 or 3 years.
I met him when he was at Rockwood. He was assistant at Rockwood.
That's when I was his neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah. Back in them days. That'd have been in the late 90s.
Right.
And look at this.
What a run.
Carcel Whitehead breaks off a 15-yard run. Boy, he about got free.
I was going to say, safety made a touchdown-saving tackle right there, because he's got as much speed as anybody on this field.
He's good.
Yes.
This Whitehead's senior year.
And you see the Loudon defense kind of creeping up into the box, trying to stop the run.
But Whitehead again gets a carry and gets good yardage. The only problem for Kingston right now is 1:40 on the clock.
Absolutely. Now you see Loudon, they're bringing the stunts to the wide side so that Kingston wisely ran back into the boundary and got another nice play. 6 yards.
Makes it 2nd and 4, but they're going kind of slow.
They're not in a hurry, no.
Split backs now. Looks like Swicegood and Whitehead. Now a man in motion. And Swicegood gets the carry, tries to get outside. He's kept in bounds, but he should have close to a first down. In fact, he does.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get more than that, but Loudon was able to shut off the edge.
So that stops the clock temporarily with 1:02 left. And now they're going to wind it. So Hammers 1st and 10 at the Kingston 48. Swicegood, Whitehead back there again. 2 wide outs to the right. Reeder looks to the sideline. Now sends a man in motion. And Reeder's going to throw this one. And,
incomplete.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, stops the clock.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was tipped coming out, but that did not go where he wanted it to.
Trying to hit Noah Johnson. Stop the clock with 42.7 seconds left. Now, remember, when they picked up that first down, they had 1:02 left. So this play right here took 20 seconds off the clock.
It did. It did. And they're still getting pretty deep into their play clock, too.
Kingston 52 yards away from pay dirt. But they do have a kicker in Ryan Neese that has been good from 30 yards out. Handoff goes to Swicegood. Swicegood runs it towards the middle of the field. He's got 2 yards, and that's it.
That's going to be the last play of the half, I do believe.
Yeah. Coach Pankey content. And remember, Loudon will get this football to start the second half.
No, I just thought they were going to try to run one.
They do. Reeder under a lot of pressure. He's sacked.
Edge pressure right there.
Back to the 44-yard line, a loss of 6, and that is how the first half will come to a close. Buddy, it was fast. We kicked off at 7. It's 7:47, and it is halftime here at Loudon. The Redskins, the home team, lead the Jim Hoot Memorial Game 21-3. We'll have halftime festivities coming up, brought to you by Medic Regional Blood Center when we get back to your OEB Law Game of the Week.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members. In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Roane County High School Marching Band.
14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities, I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Welcome to the field, your Loudon High School marching band. Tonight, the band will be performing their 2024 field show, Weather the Storm, featuring the songs Here Comes the Rain Again, Singing in the Rain, Lightning Crashes, Thunderstruck, Umbrella, and Soak Up the Sun. The band is led onto the field by drum majors Daniel Bridges and Rebecca Pinkston, and is under the direction of Jennifer Conway, Lisa Michaels, and Austin Ryder. Drum majors, is your band ready?
Yeah, kiddos.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means going alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
And back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Halftime is winding down.
Yeah, we already used the 3 minutes, or will we add 3 more minutes? That's what I never know.
I think we've either used it or we're not going to use it.
There you go.
So here we go with stats for the first half. Hammers first downs, you got 7 for Loudon, 5 with Kingston. Rushing yards, you've got 89 for Loudon, 87 with Kingston. So in that respect, they're even.
Pretty even stats.
But then it's like we were talking about earlier. What Loudon can do is they like to run the football first, and they get double the yards on the ground than they do through the air. But that's not been the case tonight. They have had a lot of success through the air. As you see, 112 total yards there.
Yeah, I think that's the difference in the ball game. Kingston decided, hey, we're going to stop the run. We're going to make you one-dimensional. And when they did that, Loudon said, okay, we can throw the ball a little bit too.
And that they have.
Yes.
One penalty tonight for both teams.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that one turnover, I think, was really big, because that kind of broke the dam a little bit for Loudon.
Yeah, that was on that first possession. It was that interception that gave Loudon a short field. And then 4 plays later, the Redskins were in the end zone.
Yeah, super quick.
So
looks like we're lining up for a kickoff.
Yeah, Ryan Neese set to kick this one off from right in middle of the 40-yard line.
Right on the X.
Kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102 in Knoxville. Call 865-523-7413 for more information. Neese's kick, a high spinner, taken at the 20. Across the 30.
They got him hemmed up.
On the return for Loudon is Seth Henley. But that's pretty good starting field position.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Russell Johnson, 9th Judicial District Attorney General, says he reminds all students, players, and their fans to display sportsmanship at every game, and he wishes both teams successful and safe seasons. Old Russell Johnson serving Loudon County, Roane County, and Morgan County in that 9th Judicial District.
I was in a meeting today with the Chamber of Commerce, and we had a presentation about a Line 9, which comes out of that office as well. So they do good work.
Levi Russell with the carry, gets in to the secondary of Kingston. Pickup of 12 will move the sticks. Hammers 1st and 10. Ball gets to the 44-yard line.
He just followed the pullers and got north and south and got yards. It's like he was running toward the sideline, made a right-hand turn at Albuquerque, and then boom, there he goes.
At Albuquerque?
Yeah. Little Bugs Bunny reference. Left turn at Albuquerque.
What's up, Dak? I'm not as good as Mel Blanc.
Oh, no.
Russell gets the carry again, and he'll pick up 3.
In that formation, Loudon had 2 tight ends, and two wide receivers were off the ball right there.
We do have a flag at the line of scrimmage.
I wonder if it's a formation deal. Looks like we're talking.
It is a hold. So that should back Loudon up to the 34-yard line and make this a Hammers 1st and 20.
1st and 20.
I was just looking at that Chuck Schumer. Oh, my gosh. Listen, folks. Yeah, you're talking.
Chuck Fleischman.
Yeah, Chuck Fleischman.
He and Chuck Schumer don't get along, I don't think.
They don't. Yeah, I'm I've been up since 2. There is our guy, Chuck Fleischman. And by 2, I mean AM, not PM. Just so we're clear. Scrivener keeps it. Gets up to the 40.
Good hard run.
I kind of wonder if Mr. Fleischman wouldn't have preferred me call him Jackie Gleason. Oh, man. So pickup of 6 makes it 2nd and 14.
We probably got a pass coming right here.
3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. They've been doing this. They got that tight end to the right for extra coverage, and Scrivener going way downfield. That pass falls incomplete, trying to get Kelso. No, I'm sorry, trying to get Deals.
He's had a big night tonight. He had inside position. The ball was just a little high because of the underneath coverage.
Well, you saw Loudon had thrown for over 100 yards. And if I'm not mistaken, all but one of those passes went to Deals.
Yes.
So I'm thinking maybe another completion or 2, and he'll go over 100 yards for the night.
Exactly.
So 3rd and 13 now. So Kingston's got them in 3rd and long.
That's where Kingston wants them to be. Now you know they're one-dimensional. You expect the pass.
2 wideouts either side. Tight end to the right. Scrivener.
He's out the left side.
Yep. He's got some running room. Crosses midfield down to the 49. Going to be about 3 yards short. And so now we get to see if Loudon's going to go for this here. And in fact, they're going to put it right at midfield. So it'll be 4th and 4.
Looks like the punt team coming out.
And this will be the first time Loudon will have punted tonight.
It is their first punt.
Sebastian Correa going to punt this away.
Looks like Kingston's really in a punt safe kind of look. They've got one man deep.
Keaton Swicegood back deep to receive. And, Correa is a heck of an athlete.
Punt.
This ball goes way over his head. He's going to pick it up and try to run. If Kingston can contain him here. Oh, he throws it at the last second. What a play. Loudon's got the first down.
I'll be doggone.
What a play by Correa.
That was a heads-up play.
So here's my question on this. Because it's punt formation, do you have illegal receivers downfield and eligible receivers downfield?
You very well could. That would be worth looking at on the replay. Because your coverage guys are going to get out and go down the field. I guarantee you, that's what Coach Pankey's wanting to talk about. I guarantee you that's what Coach Pankey's wanting to talk about.
And you see on this Chuck Fleischman replay, that is really close to a block in the back.
Yeah.
So Coach Pankey's going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Follow him on Facebook for appliance specials, job postings, and more. Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. There's no way there wasn't an eligible receiver downfield. Which is why you don't see a play like that more often.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
It's back of the OEB Law Game of the Week. Coach Pankey talking to Mr. Whitehat.
And I don't know that he made his case. I'm not sure what the discussion is now. But Brian Pankey has a very valid point. There were people downfield all over because you got your guys running to cover the punt.
Yeah, unless that is a design play, and that was not.
No.
That was a bust. So Loudon might have caught a break there.
I think that call would probably be the umpire's call since he is in the middle of the field.
I've never seen that before. It caught me off guard. And I'd say they were probably in a similar situation. Hammers 1st and 10, though. Scrivener drops to pass, gets it complete. And that should be enough to move the sticks again. And that's Xavier Deals. And we do have a flag. You're correct.
I'm going to laugh if that's an illegal receiver.
I know. I was just thinking,
that's what they're talking about right now.
I swear. I just had the same exact thought.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Is that the makeup call?
Well, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't because, that. Oh, man.
Yeah, timing is everything. Oh, my goodness.
So after a 5-yard penalty, Hammers 1st and 15. Scrivener, handoff, Russell. Russell looks for running room around the left end and spins back inside and spins around a couple more times. Another flag comes out. Now, remember, we had one flag in the first half, the entire first half between both teams. And now, we've had 3?
Yeah, 2 in a row.
So this is going to be a hold on Loudon. And
yeah, I think we call that a takedown.
Flag kind of came in late. I was wondering, is this also part of the makeup?
The makeup, yeah. We're trying to get the ball back down here.
Where it was, yeah. The only thing is now, it's first down.
Right.
Hammers first and heck of a lot. I want to say maybe 20. I don't know. It's a lot. Scrivener back to pass. He's got a man running, and that pass is almost complete.
Wow.
Looking for Seth Henley. Ooh.
Swicegood came over on the coverage. He was open. Swicegood closed the deal late.
Yeah. Yeah, Swicegood just able to wrap him up before he could secure that football. I'm going to stop being lazy. I'm actually going to do the math on this here. It's 10, 26. It's second 27.
27.
Oh, it's up on the board. Why didn't I just look up there? I'm sleepy, folks. Scrivener sends Russell in motion. Now he's looking. Pressure in the pocket. He's wrapped up and gets out of it somehow. And he's got the sideline. Crosses midfield, and he is decked by Swicegood. 7 meets 7.
Yeah, that was a big hit right there.
Scrivener gets it up to the original line of scrimmage, so a pickup of 17 on that run.
I guarantee you, if we watch on the interior here, you're going to see some holes. Because when he breaks left, yeah, we're holding like crazy inside right there.
And a block in the back right there. So 3rd and 10. This looks familiar. Four seconds on the play clock. 2, 1. Scrivener just gets it off. Sits in the pocket. Gets it out. That pass is complete, but just for about 4 yards.
Yeah, he's short. 4th down.
And that one goes to Caden Ridings. So it'll be 4th and 6. We'll see if Loudon sends the punt unit back out.
That was a big play last time.
Yep.
No, they're going for it. Watching the offense signal in.
4th and 5. So watch for a hard count here if you are Kingston. Nope. Scrivener takes it, looks, lets it go. That pass is complete. Went right back to Caden Ridings, who went straight up the seam.
Yeah, that was a good throw and catch right there.
And that's all he did. He went. Found a soft spot in that zone coverage, and Scrivener placed it beautifully in there.
That's a hard throw, but if you can make that throw, it's really hard to defend. The deep out post right in, or not post, but the deep out corner kind of route there.
Hammers 1st and 10 from the 19. Russell gets the carry. They're going to give him 2 yards to make it 2nd and 8.
They're in that double tight end look again. And when you get that balanced look, it's really hard for a defense to declare strength to one side or the other.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter officially. Scrivener, handoff, Russell again. And Russell breaks it, runs over a defender and trots into the end zone. Touchdown, Loudon. No flags on the field.
That was a big-time run right there.
My goodness. This is Chuck Flashman replay. Oof. Ooh.
So Kieran Prue on to attempt the extra point. It's up. It is good. So Loudon took more than half of the third quarter on its opening drive, and the Redskins tack on 7 more. They lead at 28-3 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough. As a police chief, I spent my entire career serving and protecting our community. With threats to our Tennessee values growing, I'm running for state representative to ensure all our kids are protected and have opportunities with great schools and high-paying jobs. Anderson County is the best place in the country to raise a family. Please join my effort to keep it that way and defend our conservative values. Election Day is November 5th, and I would appreciate your vote.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Scoring update for you. Which I will get to in just a moment, but you see on your screen, Loudon presented with that $1,000 check from OEB Law, $1,000. And keep in mind, Tim Elrod, OEB Law, they do this every single game that we are involved in. The home team gets $1,000, but they also do it on Rivalry Thursday games too. So that's a lot of money that OEB Law and Tim Elrod donates to these schools, and they put it to good use. So here's your kickoff, brought to you by the Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. And it's taken across the 35 up to the 36-yard line, and that is where Kingston, and you see Carcel Whitehead a little wobbly when he gets up.
Yeah, I think he's dinged up. He's got some of those injuries that don't keep you out of a ball game, but they slow you down and impact your performance.
So in the second quarter, getting back to that scoring update, Coalfield leads over Oakdale 41-0. At halftime, Alcoa leads West 14-10. So here is Whitehead. Picks up 1 or 2.
I'll say maybe one plus. You'll see Loudon's reaction to that motion. And so I'd be surprised to see that motion again and something come back off the other side from that motion. Because there's a rotation in that secondary I think Kingston can take advantage of.
Ten seconds on the play clock. Reeder sends a man in motion, and here is Reeder getting the ball out quickly. Pass falls incomplete, though. Trying to find Noah Johnson.
Yeah, sophomore. He's not had a lot of snaps. He's not played in a lot of these big games. So, his better days are coming.
Third and 9.
You like watching these youngsters get out and compete. Because you got to learn how to compete before you learn how to win.
And it pays dividends
It really
later.
does. It really does.
Whitehead gets the carry, cuts it back inside. Good cut by Whitehead, and he's still moving that pile. Short of the first down, but what a carry.
Hard run right there by Whitehead.
So he may be a little dinged up, but he's playing like a star.
Well, he's playing like a leader on this team.
So Kingston, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's playing like a leader on this team, like a senior, and that's what you need out of your seniors.
And he'll come out for this 4th down play. 4th and 2, Kingston's going to go for it. Reeder will have Hamilton and Swicegood in the backfield with him. Reeder Ooh, some confusion, and that play is stopped.
Yeah, the timing on that was messed up.
Yeah, you see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Hamilton and Swicegood bumped into each other.
Yeah, and both those young men are juniors. They'll be back again next year. That much better. They're getting reps. They're getting better. But that's tough. That's tough.
I mentioned Coalfield was leading over Oakdale 41-0. Scoring update. Now they're up 48-0 in the second quarter.
Ooh.
So after that turnover on downs, Loudon running up to snap this football. Hammers 1st and 10. Maybe a little confusion there too, but Russell gets free up the middle, and he might be end zone bound.
He's gone.
Swicegood can't get to him in time. Russell, 43 yards. Touchdown, Loudon.
Wow.
What a run.
That was a big run.
So the extra point attempt by Kiernan Prue, it's up and it is good. So Loudon just needed one play to put 7 more on the board. The Redskins lead it 35-3 with 3:50 left to go in the third of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities, I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Another score for you at halftime. Polk County leads over Wartburg 9-0.
Tighter than I thought.
Corral is on the kickoff for the Redskins. Hamilton wide ahead, back deep for Kingston.
So getting ready to kick this one off. Kickoff sponsored by UA Local 102 out of Knoxville, reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen.
Yeah, I think it's important to note Loudon is ranked number 7 in the state, 4A, for a reason. This is a pretty good ball team right here.
You know what's amazing to me is how they made the jump up to 4A from 3A.
Yeah.
And they are competing in 4A. As this kickoff goes out of bounds, that'll be an illegal procedure penalty. And Kingston can make him kick again or take the ball to the 35-yard line.
Well, I remember in 2007, 2008, they were playing AA because we were playing them.
Yeah.
And, and so now they're playing at the 4A level. And, pretty dominant team, 4A.
Yeah. And, Coach Herrig has been along for a lot of that ride. He left for, I think, a couple years and then came back.
Yes.
So, he's been there with this team from the 2A to the 3A to the 4A.
Yeah, he was there when I was coaching against Loudon, back in the day. And then, he made the transition with them.
Hammers 1st and 10. Whitehead with the carry. Up the middle, gets to the 40. So a pickup of 5.
Yeah.
Will make it 2nd and 5.
Nice pickup.
So, yeah, what Loudon has been able to do by making that jump to 4A is really impressive to me. Undefeated. Looking to go to 7-0 on the season for the first time since 2021. That wasn't that long ago, but what you got to remember is they were in 3A back then.
Exactly.
And you see the AP poll ranked 7th in the state.
Upperman at number 1. They've done a good job out at Upperman. I remember when Upperman was not as good of a program as they are now. So,
what are they the Bees?
They are the Upperman Bees, yes. In Baxter, Tennessee.
Upperman used to be Baxter.
Used to be the Baxter Bees. Now they're the Upperman Bees, I guess.
Wonder why they changed the name.
I don't know.
See, Upperman getting all the first place votes. Then Anderson County coming in there at number 2.
You know, Anderson County would be could be 6-0, except for that no contest.
Yep, that's true. Carcel Whitehead with the carry.
Not much there.
They're going to give him a yard, so this will be a 4th and 2 upcoming. And, you know, Whitehead has played his heart out tonight.
He really has. He really has. And I'm going to say this about that entire Kingston Ball Club. I've not seen any quit out of them at all. You know, they're down 35-3 running clock. It would be real easy just to kind of cash in and go home. But no, they're playing hard.
See Loudon with a chance to, and with a hard count, Loudon jumps.
Going to inherit that first down.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, sir.
So, yeah, Loudon going to have an opportunity, a really good opportunity, I think, to win this region.
I would be surprised if they don't.
Reeder, handoff, Whitehead. Whitehead, look at him go.
Yeah, he's running hard.
He just, the way he can quickly change directions like that is so impressive. And Whitehead signaling, hey, I need to come out of the game, but he's going to come out anyway because that is the end of the third quarter. So Loudon puts up 14 points in that third quarter, possesses the football for almost the entire time. The Redskins lead at 35-3, 1 quarter remaining in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back of the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Stick around. We will have the Friday Night Scoreboard Show brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. It will not be following the immediate conclusion of our game like normal because our game is getting over very quickly. And, you know, I say that, it could change, but, man, we got a running clock right now, so I just don't think it's going to happen. District Attorney General Russell Johnson wishes both teams successful and safe seasons and reminds all students, players, and their fans to display sportsmanship at every game. Because if you don't, you might get indicted. He didn't say that. I added that.
We added that.
No, you will not get indicted unless you do something very wrong.
Yeah, crazy wrong.
And we got Loudon jumped again, but there's pointing. They're trying to say that Landon Ryder got them to go off, but they're not going to win that argument. Kingston gifted 5 yards and another inherited Hammers 1st and 10.
The striped shirts ain't buying it.
Nope. They've seen that movie before.
Yes, they have.
Tayshawn Hamilton gets the carry. Gets down to the 39, pickup of 2. We'll make it 2nd and 8.
He's running pretty hard, too.
So Loudon in position now to take that Coach Hoot Memorial Trophy.
Yeah, they've pretty much secured this one, unless something drastic just happens.
Reeder throws over the middle. Pass is inaccurate. Thrown behind the intended target, which is McAmis. So it'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and I imagine this is 2-down territory anyway. It has been for the last several series for Kingston.
Yeah.
All proceeds go to purchase Christmas gifts for escorts for children in the area. For additional information, contact our police officer, Holly Langston, at 865-216-4316. Location change. This year's purchases will be held at American Legion, Coast 120 on Highway 11.
Now Reeder going under center, 4 seconds on the play clock, sends a man in motion. That is McAmis. Hand off, Hamilton. Hamilton with some running room. He's got it up to the 30. They're going to give him the 34, looks like. But he's going to be 3 yards shy of a first down, so it'll be 4th and 3.
The little trap play inside has been good to them tonight. They've got to go under center to get the timing right, obviously. But when they do, when they time it up, it's been a pretty good play. As an old offensive line coach, I love those kind of plays.
We got to get you a telestrator so you can circle it.
Show everybody. Show what
Here's
that
the
is.
trap.
Yeah.
Under center again. Reeder, hand off Hamilton, and
they were
can't spin out of the tackle. Yeah, it was just the same play. Loss of half a yard. And Loudon's going to take over on downs. Hammers 1st and 10 at the Redskin 35-yard line.
Ball goes over to the Kingston Redskins at the 35. Loudon High School like to thank Sons of Smoke and Barbecue at Little Caesars.
Looks like we got some new folks in on the offense now for Loudon.
Taking over quarterback duties looks to be Briar Udi. He's got Colby Frills behind him. Frills gets the handoff. Across the 35 down to the 38, pickup of 3.
Like Kingston's doing a little subbing on their side as well. Letting the young ones get in, get a little playing time.
This was a 17-14 game last season.
Yes.
At Kingston. Great ball game. We were there for it. But Kingston lost some major pieces to that team.
Yes, they did. The one that jumps in my mind the most is Gettner.
Yeah.
At the quarterback spot, he was a tremendous runner from that quarterback spot, and could distribute the ball.
Yeah.
And you had Whitehead, you had Hamilton as well in that mix, and that was a really nice attack they had last year.
And Kane Ladd.
Yes.
So Udi.
Yeah, I think he was going to try to pass that, but got flushed a little bit.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Here comes the punt team.
We still haven't seen a punt from Loudon.
No.
We've seen the punt team.
And they had a really nice pass play.
So Correa back out there. 1 for 1 passing tonight. So he's 100%. Keaton Swice good back deep to receive for Kingston. Correa gets this punt away. Wobbly takes a bounce, takes a great Loudon bounce. My goodness.
What a roll.
That's going to roll down all the way inside the 6-yard line.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to be blocked. Kingston had good pressure on it up the middle.
Got a beautiful roll. That thing rolled 25 yards, I think.
Yeah, that's where Coach Gibson would be fussing about fielding punts.
Sure would.
Too much field position. Changes hands that way.
Under 6 to play in this game. We got a new quarterback in the game for Kingston as well. This is Avery Blitz, just a freshman.
Like Swice good on the carry. He's quick as a hiccup.
Yeah, Swice good is good. He's a junior on this team. Hamilton is a junior on this team. So they are the presumptive leaders for next season as Whitehead gets the carry here. Whitehead doing a great job getting whatever he can out of every play.
Looks like Swice good, a little slow to get up. They've actually stopped. They're sending him out of the ball game.
Pick up before that time makes it a 2nd and 6. Yeah, before the season started, Coach Pankey thought maybe Avery Blitz could get in on some packages and may eventually take over as the starting quarterback for this team.
He put that one up.
It's incomplete, so that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Not a bad thrown ball right there. Coverage was pretty good.
Oak Ridge, after the first drive in the second half, scores a touchdown, but they trail Central 17-14.
Oh, my goodness.
That's good coverage right there.
Yeah, just really good coverage. You know, I talked this week to an Oak Ridge grad who was there during Bill Young's days and then Joe Gaddis's days, and talked about how disappointed he was to see all those penalties last week. Oh. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Whitehead had a run.
Yeah, he did. That happens sometimes. Timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Quality appliances from brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
Out of that timeout, it will be 3rd and 5, 3:34 left to go in this game. Yes, you heard that right. It's not even 9 o'clock. This might be the shortest game I have ever been a part of as far as a broadcast goes.
I've been around some pretty quick games, but never this quick, I don't think.
Whitehead with the handoff, and he goes down in the backfield. That is extremely upsetting for Whitehead because, as you said, he had a run.
When the lights turn on and the game begins.
Before Kingston called a timeout.
Yeah, he had a nice run. That was nice pressure on the edge by Drury. He's a freshman. Came up, made a play. And that's what you want him to do.
Did you say Drury?
Drury.
So he said Drury. Drury.
Yeah.
Okay. Just thinking we're talking about Mulberry Street and Whitehead.
He's out.
Yeah. Got the corner, but he stopped short of the first down.
I think if he's 100% right there, that's a much bigger run.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Taking nothing away from the Loudon defense. He's the first step once he's got that burst is just not quite what we saw against Oliver Springs. Under 2 minutes.
Good pickup on the Hammers, 1st and 10 for Loudon.
Number 40 on the carry.
Zachary Kelch. $70 seconds left to go. And off again, and this might be enough to move the sticks.
I think it is. We're under a minute.
Yep, Hammers 1st and 10. Probably the last one of the game. Loudon will have to run one more play. And the Redskins, Coach Harry's going to take a timeout. I don't think he wants the timeout, though. I think he just wanted one of them substitute, or he just wanted a second to coach up one of his players. Nevertheless, the timeout's brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Home appliance financing available. Apply online at pattersonsappliances.com.
Still coaching.
Yep.
Up 35-3, but you're still coaching them up.
Udi, handoff.
That'll be the last snap.
And that handoff goes to Kelch. And this game is over. So the Coach Jim Gibson Memorial Game this time around goes to Loudon. And the Redskins did it in impressive fashion. 35-3 is the final. Loudon goes to 7-0 for the first time since 2021. Kingston falls to 4-3 on the season in the 81st meeting between these two schools.
It's hard-fought ball game, rivalry ball game. A lot of respect for both sides. As we saw this game play out, not the way Kingston fans would have wanted it, not the way Coach Pankey would have wanted it, but these kids played hard. What can you say? Sometimes you come up on the short end of the stick like Kingston did tonight, but this Loudon football team is a good football team.
Loudon is a good football team. Again, to say this one more time, I am so impressed at how they were able to move up from the 3A classification to that 4A, because when that happened, you watch the reclassification and you feel bad for some people, because it just happens. Sometimes you get the short end of the stick with that classification. Numbers might not line up right. You might have to go into a region where you got to travel a lot or just whatever. Sometimes it just doesn't work out really well for you. And I felt that way for Loudon. I was like, oh, man, here's a really competitive 3A team. They're going to have to go to 4A.
Right.
And that's going to keep them from being as competitive. I was wrong.
No, they've got it figured out. I think there are a lot of factors that go into that, right? Having a good nucleus of a team and being able to have your feeder programs feed into that team. And then, what Coach Herrick has built here over the years, the stability, you don't have there's the trophy changing hands right out in the middle of the field. And now they're trying to soak Coach Herrick again. Yeah, Coach Pankey just brought the trophy over. So a lot of class right there, a lot of respect.
I love to see that right there because Coach Pankey, he didn't want to get wet.
No.
These Loudon players come out, they were going to dump the water on their coach, and he was right in the line of fire, backs up, and then laughs about it instead of, rolling his eyes and getting upset. He's happy for this Loudon team.
Absolutely.
So.
But going back to Loudon making the jump up to 4A, you've got all the pieces here to make that jump, And I think it's just a natural progression, as far as numbers and students and whatnot. And I just got word in principals meeting this week. TSSAA is right now working on reclassification. So for next year. So that's coming probably right after the first of the year. We'll start hearing numbers and breakdowns and all of that. So.
And you just never know what's going to happen. It's like Rockwood going down to single A. They'd not been single A in a long time. They hadn't been single A since the 70s.
Right.
But they got moved down to single A, which to me, that also blew my mind to think about that. But Kingston, if you're a Kingston fan out there watching this game, they get a lot of young players out there. And those young players are getting thrown into it right now. And that's going to benefit them for the next couple of years to come. So when they get into that position where they are upperclassmen, where they are seniors, they're going to be ready to go.
Well, you have those growing pains. I think one of the most successful teams I was around as an assistant coach at Wartburg was that 2001 team where you had Wayne Frazier and Joey Wright, John T. Arms as quarterback. Ryan Gunner was the fullback. We had some really nice skilled people too. But that offensive line that I coached then, they started as sophomores. And so by the time they were seniors, they had they'd had 12, 14, 16, 18 starts going into their senior year. And the adjustments that you would make, they would come to me and say, Coach, I think we can do this. Let's do it. It wasn't things I had to tell them and clue them into. They knew the adjustments. They knew the scheme well enough. They could make adjustments on the fly. And when those teams are able to do that as seniors, that just doesn't happen. Well, they've had to be in the fire before that, a year or two before that to spend their time in the fire. So.
Yeah, and an example we have of that this season is you're looking at that Oliver Springs team.
Exactly.
And how, Liam Bokey and Mason Day were playing as freshmen, and, they took their lumps. They got it handed to them a few times.
Yes.
But, look at where they are now.
Exactly.
So that happens. But I tell you what, I want to brag on Loudon really quick. They've got these custom-made signs. I don't know if that comes from their Career and Technical Center. Maybe they let their students do this, but we've got signs that says BBB TV 12. Really nice looking, custom-made signs hanging above these windows here.
Designating where we get to be. Exactly.
That's unique to Loudon.
Right, and I'm sitting here looking at the design work in it and what they're doing. I'm trying to think, how can I do that at my school?
Yeah, that's nice.
Advanced manufacturing right there.
So a laser or plasma cutter, Brad Jones says. Oh, one more thing about Loudon. One more note. I was driving by the Municipal Center, and they were advertising adult flag football. Brad? No. Coach, you in?
No, I'm not. My days are over. If you want to broadcast it, I'll give that a go. But
you see this 8-inch scar here?
I'll be all-time quarterback, so I don't have to move around so much. But it's been I enjoy this rivalry. I'm glad that we got to cover this year, even though the game wasn't as close as it was last season. Still glad we got to be a part of it. And this is the Coach Jim Hoot Gibson Memorial Game, so glad we got to do 2 games this season honoring Coach Jim Gibson. I want to say one more time, shout out to District Attorney General Russell Johnson of the 9th Judicial District. He wishes both of these teams successful and safe rest of their seasons and reminds all students, players, and their fans to display sportsmanship at every game, which you saw Coach Herrig and Brian Pankey, the pinnacle of sportsmanship. That is exactly what it should look like, as Coach Pankey gave that trophy back to Coach Herrig and this Loudon team. So let's get out of here. You're going to have to wait a while. The Friday Night Scoreboard Show, brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic, doesn't come on.
Tell them to tune into the Anderson County.
Yeah, Brad says tune in to the Anderson County Clinton game. And then what you're saying, following a conclusion of that, maybe?
Yeah, Channel 1083.
On Channel 1083. Following the conclusion of that, then you should be able to see the Friday Night Scoreboard Show by the Free Medical Clinic. So, yeah, this game got over really quickly. So, yeah, interesting night of football. So they'll talk about that and all tonight. Call, be a part of that. Tell us where you were. Or tell them where you were. So for the cameraman, for Coach Dan Shoemaker, Brad Jones, I'm Aaron Harvey. So long, folks.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.